Shankland snubs Hearts and sends Tynecastle into meltdown. Rangers thought they had Ancelotti Jr. in the bag, and then Brazil came calling. Lennon Miller, being warned he could ruin his career if he dares head to Parkhead. Meanwhile, Nicolas Raskin is caught in a transfer tug-of-war as Leeds and Villa dangle the Premier League dream. This is not just another round of headlines. This is Scottish football turned up to 11. Stick around, because what is coming next will leave your jaw on the floor. Right then, grab a brew and buckle up, because things at Tynecastle are heating up faster than a chippy on Derby Day. Lawrence Shankland, Hearts captain and leading man up front, has found himself slap bang in the middle of a contract standoff. With his current deal ticking down to its final months, the big number 9 has reportedly turned down not one, but 2 extension offers from the club. And no, this is not some paperwork mishap. He has properly knocked them back. Now, fair enough, his form this season has taken a bit of a nosedive, with just 3 goals across all competitions. But let us not forget the bigger picture. Since donning the maroon, Shankland has rattled in 51 league goals from 87 starts. That is not just impressive, that is vital for a club trying to muscle its way back into European contention. The Hearts board, led by Chief Executive Andrew McKinley, are not ready to let the talisman walk just yet. He has said they are open to revisiting contract talks, but as of now, there's nothing fresh on the table. Zilch, nada. Just tension in the air and fans clutching their scarves a little tighter. Now the whispers have started. Is Shankland eyeing up a bigger payday elsewhere? A final big move? Maybe even outside Scotland? Or is he just holding out to see if Hearts can match his ambition on the pitch? So here is the million-pound question I am tossing your way. Should Hearts tear up the wage book and pay whatever it takes to keep Shankland? Or would they be smarter to cash in now and build for the future? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one is going to split opinions like a pint glass at full time. Right then, let us dive into the latest transfer saga swirling around Ibrox. Nicolas Raskin, the Belgian midfield maestro, has caught the eye of several Premier League clubs, notably Leeds United and Aston Villa. Since joining Rangers from Standard Liège in January 2023, Raskin has become a linchpin in the midfield, tallying 3 goals and 8 assists in 45 appearances this season. His consistent performances have not gone unnoticed, with Rangers legend Peter Livenkrantz hailing him as potentially the most valuable player in the squad. Leeds United, freshly promoted to the Premier League, view Raskin as a prime candidate to bolster their midfield. Aston Villa, under Unai Emery, also see the 24-year-old as a versatile addition to their squad. Both clubs are reportedly preparing substantial offers to lure him south of the border. However, Rangers are not keen on letting their star man go. The club is reportedly preparing a significant contract extension to keep Raskin at Ibrox beyond his current deal, which runs until 2027. They aim to emphasize his central role in their future domestic and European ambitions to persuade him to stay. Raskin himself has expressed a desire to play at the highest level, but also values regular playing time. He stated, "You have to see what the club wants, what is on the table, and try to do the best for everyone. As a footballer, you always want to look ahead and see what you could do better. If you want to give yourself the best chance to compete in an international competition, you have to be able to compete at a big club. But the aim isn't to go to a club where you'll play less and lose that advantage you have of playing every week." Now, here is a question. Should Rangers cash in on Raskin while his stock is high? Or is it imperative they hold on to their midfield maestro to build a team capable of challenging for titles? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Lennon Miller, the 18-year-old sensation pulling the strings at Motherwell, is now being linked with a big money move to Celtic. And make no mistake, the Parkhead scouts have had their eyes glued to this lad like seagulls at a chip shop. He has been running games for Motherwell like a veteran twice his age. And naturally, the talk of a transfer has ramped up faster than a pint queue at halftime. But hold your horses, because not everyone is buying the idea that a move to Glasgow's East End is the dream ticket. Graham McGarry, writing in the Herald, has fired a word of warning Miller's way, drawing comparisons to another Motherwell graduate who made the jump to Celtic, David Turnbull. Now, Turnbull's spell at Celtic started with fanfare, but ended up more like background music. Injuries, patchy form, and endless rotation left him struggling to find rhythm. And McGarry reckons young Miller could be walking into the exact same trap. See, the problem is not Miller's talent. That is obvious. The problem is the jungle that is Celtic's midfield. You have Callum McGregor, Arne Engels, Paulo Bernardo, and when he is not injured, Rio Hatate. That is a lot of boots to outshine. Even with Hatate possibly heading out, it is still a midfield packed tighter than the Glasgow subway at rush hour. So here is the dilemma. Do you take the prestige of playing for Celtic, the bright lights, the packed stands, and the chance of European nights, but risk sitting on the bench week after week while your development hits the brakes? Or do you back yourself and look abroad, maybe somewhere with more patience and a clearer path to regular minutes? And that brings us to the big question for you. Should Lennon Miller gamble on a move to Celtic and potentially become the next David Turnbull? Or is it smarter to skip the Scottish Giants altogether and chase proper growth elsewhere? Let me know what you think in the comments, because this one could split opinion like a Glasgow derby at a family dinner. Alright, here we go. Another twist in the soap opera that is Rangers Football Club. Just when it looked like Davide Ancelotti was packing his bags for Ibrox, the Italian has done a complete U-turn. That is right. The man many were tipping to be the next boss at Rangers has decided he would rather swap the Scottish Premiership for Samba football with the Brazilian national team. No, you are not dreaming. This is real. Davide, son of the legendary Carlo Ancelotti, had reportedly been deep in discussions with Rangers. Word was the club saw him as a fresh face with elite-level pedigree, ready to step out of his father's long shadow and build his own legacy in Glasgow. At just 35 years old, with experience at Everton, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich under his belt, he had the kind of CV that makes fans sit up and pay attention. But then came the curveball. With Carlo heading to take charge of Brazil after the current club season, Davide has decided to stay right where he is, serving as his father's assistant on the biggest international stage of them all. And let us be honest, turning down the chance to be on the touchline with the Celtic is not exactly a small decision. Now, from the Rangers' perspective, it is back to square one. The 49ers Enterprises Group, who are overseeing a massive structural shakeup behind the scenes, are desperate to appoint a manager who can handle both the weight of expectation and the chaos that comes with life in Glasgow. With Davide out of the picture, the shortlist gets thinner and the pressure gets thicker. This move or non-move, depending on how you look at it, has left supporters divided. Some reckon Davide bottled it, afraid of the intensity and scrutiny that comes with managing in Scotland. Others think he made the smart call, choosing to learn on the biggest stage rather than throw himself into the deep end too soon. Did Davide Ancelotti just dodge a bullet by snubbing Rangers, or did he completely blow the chance to step out of Carlo's shadow and become his own man? Hit the comments and tell me, did he play it safe or just plain chicken out? And don't forget, we're closing in on 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit that mark, we're giving away a shirt of your favorite SPFL team to one lucky subscriber. So hit that subscribe button, drop your team in the comments, don't forget to leave a like on the video. I post videos every day talking about our Scottish football. See you soon.